Let me see here. Yes, I think we are, yes, here. I hope you are so good. And now I will pass for you the gospel. Gospel from Thursday with Dr. Bezerra de Menezes. All Thursday we made a reunion, and in this reunion we, let me see one thing. Yeah, so good. And in Thursday, all Thursday, we make this meet with Dr. Bezerra de Menezes and other doctors in other dimension. For more 13 years, I worked with this spiritual doctors, and I have seen so much people get a good well-being and in your body and in your soul. If you understand that in this planet have an energy that made involve and really involve all our body and link it, we are a soul inside a body, and what energy that make this linked, it's plasma, it's a second body, semi-material body that linked we have soul and this body. He is the soul, he is the body, and in the middle have a 30 body that make this soul and body, and this middle inter soul and body have a 30 body. Name it perispirit, peri in around, a spirit around soul. Then doctors get from sensitives this plasma and unify with his own energy of doctors. Doctor catch this plasma insensitive and unify with his plasma, his energy, and can materialize in a water the medicine. But you don't can forget that doctor in planet heart, in this planet we must go into the material doctor. We must go then and get medicine, real medicine. But the spiritual plane can made the unify with strong force, spiritual force, to medicine in planet have a good result. And sometimes they can put in a bottle of water the medicine necessary that medicine in planet don't have still. Then doctors can give us this medicine, but we don't can left a heart's medicine without take this. We can take two: homeopathy with medicine of other doctor, and this medicine, spiritual medicine with medicine of doctor in planet Heart. This work with these doctors don't will let me write, and I talk to you. Let me see the light. Don't like so much the light. I don't know if I must light here reflecting in this lens. Thursday meeting takes place at on Thursday at 16 hours at 50 minutes p.m. post meridian until 17 hours and 15 minutes p.m. Okay, 16 hours and 50 minutes, 17 hours and 50 minutes. And it's possible to ask God to improve the conditions of the earthly remedies that we take, and also hope that the doctors can put some medicine that doesn't yet exist on this planet. If it's our merit to receive, we must always have faith, hope, and fight to always want to obtain well-being. The doctors don't substitute medicine, earthing medicine. Doctors from other dimensions don't replace Earth doctors. They can only help in cases that Earth's medicine cannot solve, because God is with all doctors, because they are the ones who study to cure and relieve pain. Okay? I hope you think this balance, this dot about doctors, Earth's doctors are so important. Then the chapter today, it's 21. There will be false Christs and false prophets. It's the Bible. And this gospel from Spiritism will explain with more deeply this idea, and say to us, take care. It's not. It's about we take care. Don't believe in all. There will be false Christs and false prophets that will capable to turn fool the most intelligent man in earth. Then we can take care with this. Let me go to the chapter. there will be false Christs and false prophets. False prophets in the spirit world. Spirit word, not here, spirit word, false prophets. False prophets are not found only among incarnates, only among inert. They are also in much larger members, found among proud spirits. We are involved for spirits in all place that we can see, but we hear the dots, and we believe is our dots, and don't and must don't can be. All times, yes, it's our dots, but with these dots are so strange, take care. And under the false appearance of love and charity, so disunion and retard the work of humankind. They want to make this retard our evolution, cause they retard his evolution and want all people retard all evolution. See in earth what happened, how much ideas changed, unnatural, not natural. Observe. They are also in much larger members, found among proud spirits, who under the false appearance of love and charity, so disunion and retarded the work, saw disunion and retard the work of humankind's emancipation, infiltrating in with their absurd theories. Observe around, which they make their mediums believe, until mediums, and to better fascinate those they want to exploit, in order to give more weight to their theories. How much people he made believe in absurd ideas, more vague to their theories, false theories. They unscrupulously adorn themselves with names that humans don't pronounce except with respect. How fakes in that fakes get famous and use this name without nothing, scrupulously. They unscrupulously adorn themselves with names that humans don't pronounce except with respect. These are the spirits who saw the seeds of antagonism among groups, who compel them to isolate themselves from each other and to look at each other with suspicion. This alone should be enough to unmask them, because by acting in such a manner, they themselves offer the most categorical denial of who they claim to be. They are sick persons. They can be you. Believe in him, in them. So take care with this. The most bad fake, it's what who is in front of you. You see his face, but inside him you don't know what this fake are thinking. It is the most bad fake, what we can see face to face, and we don't can see the real inside him. But these tests are giving us so details about how to recognize these fakes. Fakes that we can see face to face. And not to unmask them, because by acting in such a manner, they themselves offer the most categorical denial of who they claim to be. Denial. Blind are those persons, therefore, who allow themselves to fall into such a blatant trap. Furthermore, there are many other means for recognizing them. Spirits of the other to which they say they belong must not only be very good, but eminently rational as well. So then, pass their theories through the sieve of reason and common sense, and you will see what remains of them. You will agree with me that every time a spirit indicates its transformation, you will agree with me that every means of achieving is its transformation, utopian and impracticable things, or childish and ridiculous measures, or when it formulates a theory contradicted by the most basic notions of science. It can only be an ignorant and deceitful spirit. On the other hand, you can be sure that if the truth is not always appreciated by certain individuals, it's always appreciated by the good sense of the masses, which is one more criterion. If two principles contradict each other, you will have the measure of their intrinsic worth by seeking out which one enjoys greater significance. It's a bit note here. Greater significance and more sympathy. A note. Fascination refers to a delusion created directly by a spirit in the dot of a medium, which in a certain manner paralyze his or her capacity to judge the quality the quality of the communications. Fascinated mediums don't believe themselves to be deceived. Fascinated mediums don't believe themselves to be deceived. If I say, I'm not will be deceived, I'm don't so good. My mind don't so good. Never I can think that that I am nothing will be deceived. It's a pretension, because we are in evolution. We don't know all things. We are not God. We are spirits in evolution. Then when we think that never we will deceive it, we are a great, we have a great possibility to happen with us. I'm all time, not all time, but when I receive a person that say a famous, all then I don't talk, all then, except two famous that I want to talk about books, about films. Yeah, I try to talk to see if real is real, but I think that is so difficult, more or less impossible. But I don't delete one or two profiles, cause this, but others I delete, cause I know so much times I went to the real famous and asked it, it's from you, or ask it to manager, is from this person, and manager, some managers, some three managers response to me, no, he never make this. He never make this. He never go in net. He never go come to social medias. He never went. No, he never come to social medias. Or more or less three profiles, manager of this profile said me. Then I delete, and never this person will come or will talk with me, never. Cause manager talk to me. Then I believe in manager. Manager is responsible for famous. Then, how I said, only one or two I accept. And I'm are closing, not nor this profiles I will more talk, cause is so sick persons. Fakes is a sick persons, so bad persons, so fall down persons, and don't have advantage to talk with sick persons. Then this is so important for us, that don't believe nor only in net, but face to face too. When we know the person, sometimes this person can make bad to us. It depends the evolution of other, and we don't can see this. And what important is we see inside us, inside our ourselves. It's so important. The other, only God can know and deep a person. We don't can make this. Then we can hear, we can talk how social habit, social uh, behavior, but enter this, go out for other, because fake are sick persons. Fascination. He in this text mentions fascinating, and to better fascinate those they want to exploit, the bad spirits. Better fascinate, give more weight to their theories. They fascinate because this. Fakes when come in your profile, in my profile, he wants you follow him. Because if you follow him, others, friends of you, that will see, and then they start to follow too, because they believe in you. And fake want you follow him to others to follow me and follow him. Then take care, not for you only, but for all around you. When I perceive this, I stop to follow and go to other friends that follow me and say him take care, it don't real profile. And then I have some follow me, but I don't follow. I don't follow more. There are the spirit. Sometimes I follow to talk with the person to see who people as follow this person, this famous, and other ways I follow to give him to this fake believe that I believe in him, and then I can get that a fake real. Someday, only talking with them, we can perceive. All then until today was a fake. And this don't will turn me with a bad feeling to famous. No, I make a division and real and fakes. The real profile don't have responsible to bad people. that want be fake or famous. We don't can be bad with famous cause this. And we can make in this case, it's to relate this to FBI and Interpol when are out your land. And only this, and block and erase and all Instagram let we make with fakes. I have a great list of them. These are the spirits who saw the seeds of antagonism among groups, the fakes spirit, who compelled them to isolate themselves from each other and to look at each other with suspicion. This alone should be enough to unmask them, because by acting in such a manner they themselves offer the most categorical denial of who they claim to be. Blind are those persons, therefore, who allow themselves to fall into such a blatant trap. Furthermore, there are many others means for recognizing them. The spirits of the other to which they say they belong must not only be very good, but eminently rational as well. On the other hand, you can be sure that if the truth is not always appreciated by certain individuals, it's always appreciated by the good sense of the masses. If two principles contradict each other, you will have the measure of their intrinsic worth by seeking out which one enjoys greater significance and more sympathy. In fact, it would be illogical to believe that a doctrine that saw the numbers of its adherents diminish could be truer than another that sees its number increase. In wanting the truth to reach everybody, God doesn't confine it within a closed circle. It's one way to verify. God does not confine it within a closed circle. A true God give this for all world, not a big circle. When when it's truth, in wanting the truth to reach everybody, God doesn't confine it within a closed circle. He makes it appear at different points. Kardec made this. Kardec made the same question of all books. I have a book that have 800 questions, more or less. 8,800. 800 questions, more or less, in one book. Kardec, they got each question and was uh, give to various mediums in many parts of the world that enter in contact with Kardec. Uh, Second, this principle, God makes it appear, the truth appear at different points, so that everywhere the light may be alongside the darkness. Mercilessly shun all spirits who present themselves as exclusive counselors, preaching separation and isolation. They are nearly always vain and mediocre spirits who tend to impose themselves on weak and credulous individuals, lavishing exaggerated praise on them in order to fascinate them and keep them under their domination. See doctrines that want destroy races. It's this case. They are usually spirits eager for power and who as public or private despots during their lifetimes once more want to have victims to tyrannize after their death. He dead and continues to tyrannize after. In general, distrust communications that entail a mystical or peculiar character, or that prescribe ritual and bizarre actions. These are some characteristics. They are usually spirits eager for power and who, as public or private despots, during their lifetimes once more want to have victims to tyrannize after their death. In general, distrust, it's so serious, this. In general, distrust communications that entail a mystical or peculiar character or that prescribe rituals and bizarre actions. There is always a legitimate motive for suspicion in such cases. On the other hand, you may be sure that whenever trust must be revealed to humankind, it's so to speak communicated instantaneously to all serious groups that have serious mediums, and not to this or that group to the exclusion of all others. No one is a perfect medium if obsessed, and there is manifest obsession whenever a medium is able to receive communications from only one particular spirit, no matter how high it tries to place itself. See in books of Kardec so many spirits let his nature and messages, much spirits, philosophers, members of Christianism, and others, kings and queens appear too, and in the heaven and and evil, heaven and I don't know the word. I think evil. The book of Kardec, heaven and evil, have so much spirits, high and down level. Left his signature there. Consequently, all mediums are groups who believe themselves to be privileged by communications that only they can receive, or who are subjected to practice that emphasize superstition and undoubtedly under the influence of a well-characterized obsession, especially when the dominating spirit adorn itself with a name that everybody but the spirit and incarnate should honor and respect, and not allow to be degraded at any time. Today, a fake appear with a mother of a famous. Oh, he think she don't will track the mother of famous so bad. She don't can say he is a fake, she is a fake. She will take care with mother of famous. It's a dot of a fake. But I never have certain of fake, of real, until I talk. Before I talk with this famous or supposed famous, I have doubt. But I will talk, and 1 minute the fake show him. It's only you have a dot to suspicious, ever suspicious. 'Cause you can see the face. It's obvious. Consequently, all mediums are groups who believe themselves to be privileged by communications that only they can receive, or who are subject to practice. No one is a perfect medium if obsessed, and there is manifest obsession whenever a medium is able to receive communications from only in one particular spirit, no matter how high it tries to place itself. Consequently, all mediums are groups who believe themselves to be privileged by communications that only they can receive, or who are subjected to practice that emphasize superstition, are undoubtedly under the influence of a well-characterized obsession, especially when the dominating spirit adorns itself with a name that everybody but spirit and incarnate should honor and respect, and not allow to be degraded at any time. It's incontestable that the submitting all spirit phenomena and communications to the crucible of reason and logic, it will be easy to reject absurdity and error. One medium can be fascinated and one group deluded. However, the strict assessment by other groups to knowledge acquired the high moral authority of group leaders, the communications of the principal mediums, who receive a stamp of logic and authenticity from our best spirits, will render happy justice to this deceitful and cunning communications are originated by an order of deceitful or evil spirits. Deceitful or evil spirits. Who signed this message? Erastus, disciple of St. Paul. Paris, 1862 is the year. 1862. See introduction, set second, universal control of the spirits. Teaching also, Medium's book, chapter 23, obsession. That is the message of the false prophets. We must take care, because the most intelligent people in earth can be, I forget the word. Can be fascinated. We all can be fascinated because have spirits with power for this. How he said, in earth, some then was so bad people, with theory to eliminate people, that other color, that other religion, that other dots. This is not a balance dot. It's only a mind that want generalize his error and gain high to this proposed absurds and false propositions, and they want dominate people to make this. See the history of wars in this planet. It's only this mercilessly shun all spirits who present themselves as exclusive counselors, preach inspiration and isolation. They are nearly always vain and mediocre spirits. They are vain and mediocre dots. This is our vain and mediocre dots, who tend to impose themselves on weak and credulous individuals, lavishing exaggerated praise on them in order to fascinate them and keep them under their domination. They don't make a joke. They are so seriously bad they are bad spirits, and we take care with this in all word. Was the message of gospel, false spirits and false Christs and false prophets. It's in Bible that two the most intelligent disciple can be too fascinated to this. Then we never have think that we don't can commit this error. We don't can think this, because how much more we thought this, we will think this way. Never I will be fascinated. If you think this, you are a serious victim to this, because our mind are ever be linked to the true and to the God and to the principles and ethic and logic and science. We ever must pay attention in all balanced ideas, and all people know about is other point. When only a bit group want to give the truth, it's strange, and we must take care with this, because the truth, God make a distribution for all word and not one single point. See the great movements in history, modernism, romanticism, Baroque, and others, ever was in general that happened, not in a beat group. It's ever generally. I know this cause in music ever was this way. Start a beat and was gain strong, was gain all word, all movements, true movements in word is this way, and not only with a beat people, beat group. Okay? With Kardec was this way. All answers came to him for all word, for mediums, good mediums in all word to him. The answer that question that he gave to various mediums must came to him the same. And mediums never communicate each other, only directly with Kardec. And those epochs don't have internet, don't have telephone, don't have medias to communicate how today have. And then only the response what's true, because was the same answer of all parts of the world, okay? And the truth is this way, all word receive, and not a bit group. And in science is this way. A scientist observe there and other too, and various in some points of the globe make the same. And I hope you like it about this test. And have a great final week. And think about this, because we are seeing so much obsessive ideas and word growing in a bit group. I don't believe that bad ideas are in all world. I don't believe this. It's a bit group trying to impose the error, the have here the mediocre ideas, vain and mediocre ideas by vain and mediocre spirits and vain and mediocre people in earth. We are seeing this in all lands. In all lands, a bit group trying to dominate and change the truth. This is not possible. Only if all people in the world will be fall in, have a name, this fall in this fascination. It's impossible. All was fascinating, fascinating for a bit group. It's impossible. They make this the false way with false strength. They don't have strength. They appear, they show an illusion. I have seen a joke. For me, is the same a joke, because we are seeing that all error minds, ridiculous minds, trying to change the truth, try to see that to other is right, that a child in belly it's true, make this is true. There are a bit people in power of lands trying to change all things, but that's are bit groups. And this is will be get for these bit groups. They will fall because they are with false ideas. They are trying impose false ideas to all world, it's impossible. It's an illusion. They will fascinate a bit groups for a bit time. I believe in this. And I hope you observe around you and you will perceive this. I hope then you have a great final week and with truth, only true have a strength to us to live here or in other dimension. Only the true, nothing more the true. More our foots uh, in I forget the words, in floor. Only the true make we walk with foot, with our foot in floor. It's this way to walk here, another dimension, the truth. We must seek, follow the truth, nothing more. And today with fakes, I was thinking that much more they trying to make me bad, more and more I'm feel strong, and more I have a certain that the true is this way. The true is the way. Nothing more than this resolve our problem. Nothing more than true. And they will fall much and much more. They try to fascinate people. They will training people to be strong. Is this God use fake to train us to be strong? And they are falling all day. I see they falling in a hole, a dark hole. This is a real dark hole where the fakes are going. I try to say, don't make this. This will turn you so bad, bad, bad. And falling down in a dark hole. No, I don't know if they hear with your soul what I try to say. But I don't want more talk to fakes. I was close. All day I'm close to fakes here. Because I don't can change no one. I only can change me in with difficulty. I hope you are with God and with the truth. Only truth are a good thing to fall. Only truth. To don't go in other dimension and observe the truth there. It's a shock. It's better we meet truth here. There, it's so bad. Depend what bad you make here, and don't want see all this will appear in another dimension. so clear, and you don't will make this more, never more. We don't have this body to to be fake, and it's so bad in all my life that I have help spirits. I don't help, but I'm enter high spirits and bad spirits. I'm here to good spirits save this. And then I felt, then I saw what suffer a bad spirit, and more my memories of other lives, not so deeply I have. God don't have permission to all know deeply other lives, but a bit all of you have these memories. And I know that mine is not so good. And then I'm correct in this life to don't suffer how I suffer in past. Because this, I have to try to be more good than I can. Perfect, I know that I don't will get to be in one life. It's impossible. But better, yes. We must to be, try to be better, more than the past. Only this we can try to make. More this is imbalance. But try to be more good than the past we can. And we must try to this, to don't arrive in other dimension and see what we left to make here. The good we don't try to make here. This is painful, and without this body is so much painful and impossible to high spirits help. And only way to don't suffer is incarnating so fast in other body. And maybe sometimes it's don't will be possible. So fast you come to this plane to don't suffer. Have cases and some spirits, bad spirits here, left the body, and when I arrived in another dimension, his pain was so cruel that high spirits trying to help this spirit and must reincarnate, but in a body that start this until the foot was paralyzed. This spirit, but the spirit have a good sensation, more than when he was out this body, when he's dead, a bad spirit. These leaders of world that destroy all nations, the suffer he will meet in other dimension is horrible. It's terrible, so terrible. And they have to come so fast in other body, and the other body is totally destroyed. And then the bed is not a good way. We must to turn our instincts. We must control this. Still, we are here. Out of here, it's so difficult. The body, our body, it's a tool. How in academy of gym, our body is a tool. If we training the good, we will be with muscles. If don't training, we will be so thin in other dimension, and don't and will suffer a lot. Such more the bad suffer here in earth. It's a paradise in front of suffer in other dimension. When we are so bad people, then I hope you have hope and see we must search the truth in all what you are seeing. Don't have to be fascinating for absurd ideas. It's only past all things we hear is only passed in scientific ways to think. Generally, ideas of word, not a big circle. Don't believe in truth that only a big circle want to distribute. We must have pay attention in logic and truth and generally ideas. The truth is ever distribute for all in word and not a bit group. If we pay attention in this difficultly, some false people will convince us for these false ideas. I hope you find. I hope you are good, and think about this. Hearing leaders of lands, leaders of ideas, leaders of people that trying to convince for some false ideas. I hope you have so good in final week. Bye. And sorry my bad English.